Hello, my sons. So, before we get started today, I'm going to be honest, I saw RGT do it. I saw Nathaniel Dandy do it. I kind of wanted to join in on the joke. Wood is subscribed to my channel, so he will see it, but I'll also send him a message if he, I'm a small YouTuber, don't really, I just want to join on the joke. That's really it. I do more game reviews than I do this. I just wanted to join on the joke. That's pretty much it. Is it attention grabby? A little bit, but I'm not, I'll change it if he wants me to. I'll send him a link and a message afterwards, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the same exact thing they're talking about. Because what was this? What was this? I remember everyone, when I talked to Nintendo friends, we thought it was a 2D Mario All-Stars thing. We were very excited. We wanted this so much. And then it just sucked. All of this sucks. It's like the exact opposite of what you would think a Mario 40th anniversary would be. If anything, it's very little in comparison to the movie. The movie was the only thing. Why was a Yoshi game the big Mario 40th anniversary thing? I don't get it. It's about as much effort that they're putting into the Mario 40th anniversary as pretty much adding another bike into another Nintendo game. We had Pokemon, Zelda, Mario Kart of the Wild. I'm counting that because it has an open world thing. I have no idea why Nintendo's doing this thing with Mario Kart open worlds. Makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. None. Hate it. All of it. Totally don't. And then, Mario Galaxy, I hate to say it, on the... Where is it? Nope, those are the prices of the Amiibo. We'll get there in a sec. The Wii U! $10 for Galaxy 2. And it had good Wii controls. I'm sorry, I've played Mario Galaxy on the Switch, and I kid you not, I don't like the motion controls. It's not the same. Nintendo pioneered this technology, and yet they have fumbled it so much. It's not the same. It really isn't the same. But the prices are even worse. I can't even explain to you, because you can go and you can get, let's just see here, right? Let's just see here. Right, Mario Galaxy on the Wii, $13. Mario Galaxy 2, guess what? $23. So let's see here. Let's just say, let's just say 20 for shipping purposes. 20 plus, let's just say, I don't know, I'll be generous and say 30. I'll be generous and say 30 for shipping, right? I'm not looking at shipping. So that's still less than the cost of Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. Okay, fine. You might be saying to yourself, well, you still gotta buy the console. The Nintendo Switch is like $300 or $350, depending on what you get. And then, on top of that, you have the Wii, which you can get for $40 or $80 with games. Other games. I'm not even looking at the other games. I'm just seeing games. So, I'm gonna say 40, let's just say 50. Let's just say 50 for shipping. Not times 50. Whoops. Either way, it's going to be 100. So we have $100, period, for the Nintendo Wii plus Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. They come with controllers. I can't even... It's so baffling. What's even more baffling, the Amiibo. Now, the prices, I'll pull them up right here. What happened? What truly happened here? $12 to $40. I'm not blaming tariffs on this one. I'm not. No one should be blaming tariffs on this one. Plastic prices are pretty much consistent all across the board. Plastic is everywhere. It's abundant. There's that one guy I keep seeing on TikTok and Instagram who's making plastic out of gasoline. That's pretty cool. I hope that goes somewhere. But this is ridiculous. We don't even know what any of these do yet except for the Mario ones. And the thing is, also, most people don't know that, the Mario Galaxy one can also work with, Super Smash Brothers. Oh, the Super Smash Brothers ones could work with Mario Galaxy. No one knows that! Most people don't know that! So then they're, telling you, oh, yeah, you should really want that. No, they're sucking the absolute essence of Nintendo fanboys like myself, whose favorite game is Mario Galaxy. This is my favorite game. This is genuinely my favorite game. Bottom line. I just cannot get behind this. And I know I'm a sucker, and I'm gonna buy it. Which is part of the reason why I wanted to use Wood's thumbnail, so I really hope he lets me keep it. If not, it'll probably be changed out of respect if he, shoots me a DM after this video. But what the fuck? I'm sorry, what is this? What is this? I just can't even, what do these even do? What do the Metroid ones do? Because last I checked, in Metroid Samus 2 Returns, the amiibo for those, which are now astronomically high in price, one unlocked you hard mode, and then the other one just refilled your life. Hard mode has been in, Fusion mode has been a staple in Metroid since Metroid Fusion. What happened? Why? This probably has something to do with the bike. This probably has to do with the life thing, and then this is probably Fusion mode. Right? If I had to guess. The amiibo back in the day used to do things. This used to be a computer you could fight with in Super Smash Brothers. And I fought against all my amiibo because I didn't have any friends. So, I would play it after school all day on the Super Smash Brothers Wii U, and fighting my amiibo just to pretend like I had friends. Now it's oh man, I really gotta pull an arm and a leg to pretend like I even want to, have a little extra with my game. These were meant to be DLC, right? But this is just bullcrap. I'm sorry. What do the Kirby ones do? They're $50. You mean to tell me that you can't 3D print something, sand it on a machine, and use a magnet to connect these pieces? And they're making more. They're making so much more of these. Why? It's I can't even... I only know one friend of mine who will be suckered into getting this. I'm dead serious. Sorry, I need to... This is blueberry, blackberry, and pear juice. If you guys got a juicer, I would recommend a juicer to anyone. Most people don't get enough fruit in their diet, so cheers. There's your health tip for the video. Also, I'm in a tight shirt because I'm actually about to go to the gym, so that's why it's not my normal black baggy shirt. But I wanted to make this before I went to the gym and upload it. I cannot believe they're doing this. I really can't. It's so greedy. Now, do you guys... Again, I know there's probably a handful of you that might blame tariffs, and I get that. You know what? It's fine. If you want to... Whatever. But no. It's not. And I'm gonna show you with this one trailer, okay? This Donkey Kong trailer, this was supposed to be in the base game. This island would have probably had to have been finished roughly around the time that the game released. The game has been out for a little over 2 months. And you mean to tell me you want to charge $20 DLC? I talked about in my Switch 2 review that these guys, these greedy, penny pinching, Mr. Krabs-esque mother cluckers, they genuinely... Oh, CC cleaner. They had this already. They did. It's probably the same thing with the Kirby and the Forgotten Dream, or Forgotten Land. Probably the same thing with Mario Wonder. Because I didn't even like Mario Wonder, and I played it all the way through. I'm gonna be honest, it's new Super Mario Bros. With a new coat of paint. It didn't appeal to me. I'm sorry. How many hand enemies am I gonna face off against? And then not only that, the Mario voice they chose, it should have been the Mario game that came with the Switch. If that was the Mario game that came with the Switch, I'm pretty sure no one would be complaining. I wouldn't be complaining, personally. But, Iwata is rolling in his grave. I'm sorry, I don't even, if I had Mario, the 3D All-Stars, right? And they gave me the bonuses for Mario Galaxy in the 3D All-Stars, I might not be complaining this much, right? Because then I could just, if I had the option to buy Galaxy 2, I could, right? But I have my original copy of Mario Galaxy right here. It's already completed, too. And if you guys saw my review, I want to go back to it, but I'm going to go back to it on a unceremoniously special occasion. And I'm not putting that negative energy out there, but read between the lines. Speaking of things that just someone didn't read the room on, why is this here? What? Why? So $100 for a piece of plastic, or $30 if you want the cardboard version. They literally $30 for cardboard. Why? I don't even. I will get this to review all of the Virtual Boys when they all come out, because there's only 14 out of like the 25, which I'm like, you have 25 games on that little tiny thing, and you mean to tell me you didn't get all of them? Why? Why didn't you get all of them? Ugh. I don't like this. No one asked for this. We wanted Sunshine on the GameCube NSO, right? Mario's 40th anniversary, and we still don't have all 3 of these readily available to us, right? On Switch Online. And they wanted to do this. Who thought this was a good idea? I can't imagine Reggie would have gotten this on his desk and not gone to Iwata and be like, Iwata? What is this? I'm dead serious! If you read Reggie's book, and Iwata Asks series, you would know that they talked about these things. I don't think Doug Bowser, he doesn't do shit in the castle. He just sits there and takes it like a good boy. If you saw that ABC video of him where someone asked him about the Wii U, you could see the fear in his eyes, where he was like, oh god, they still talk about this. Yes, we still talk about this, because guess what? Mario Galaxy is now $80 when Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 were like 10 each, or 20 each if you got the Nintendo Selects, which was like, why? What made you think this was a good idea? I can't believe it. I'm speechless. Because we don't even know what these do yet. Right? It's fine. They don't want to spoil the game. But we know this is probably just going to be hard mode. And I'm going to be really, really annoyed at this. This is just a trainable CPU. I think they showed that, right? I think they showed that. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that because I knew I was going to freaking buy it. But, like, yeah, here we go. Yeah. It's a computer writer. So, you mean to tell me any amiibo with Skylanders level technology is gonna be the same price as if you had just bought how many versions of Silk Song and Hollow Knight? Like, I can't even... Who thought this was a good idea? No, I'm serious. Who genuinely thought this was a good idea for the Kirby Air Riders amiibo? This is gonna be Animal Crossing Happy Home amiibo all over again. Right? Because, like, Kirby, listen, I know Kirby fans are going to eat this up. Just like Mario Galaxy is my favorite game. Going to eat that up. Metroid, one of my favorite franchises. I've been waiting for Prime 4 for over a decade. Gonna eat this up. Gonna tank that debt. Gotta pull out that credit card. But this is ridiculous. And, like, I mean that truly ridiculous. What is the point of this? I hate this. I actually hate this. I can't condone... I will not condone this. Because what the hell is the point of this? Like, what extras Psylocke's going to give you? Is he going to be a cool boss battle? Is he going to be a cool CPU that fights alongside you? Is it a trainable combat thing that maybe tests your skills? Does he give you missions to do? Samus, what do? Do you give me, like, invincibility for a brief period of time? Do you point out energy tank locations? Which, okay, I think Metroid 2, they did that with Samus 1, but still, what do you do? And I'm serious, what does the bike one even do? Anyone remember the bike one? Yeah, what does this one do? Nothing. What does the Donkey Kong one do? It unlocks a costume that you can get in the main game anyway if you take the time to do it. You could spend just as much time putting into getting the costume that you would getting this amiibo. I don't even get me started on the Zelda ones. I'm already pissed about that one. Like, in my Tears of the Kingdom review, like, I will probably buy them just for the sake of saying that they're complete bullcrap. Just so that I can use that as a tax write-off. I'm gonna be honest. I will also probably get that same cosplayer back because she actually did a Tears of the Kingdom Zelda. So if she's watching this, look out for your DMs, my dear. But these amiibo, like the last, like King Sora, I think was the last amiibo I actually officially got, I think. Or maybe like the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom base amiibo or Pyro Method. I want all the power-up bands. I want that gold Mario band. I'm eventually going to get that one just because I'll probably get that before I'll ever be able to get a chance to go to Super Nintendo. Because, you know, I've studied Japanese, you know, for God knows how long. And just the culture, right? And I keep track of Japanese news just because, like, they're going through, like, a mass immigration thing right now, and everyone in Japan is not happy about it. But I find it so funny that they're all protesting, but they're, like, lined up in this, like, protest-only section, where it's, like, it kind of defeats the point of a protest, but they're very polite about it, which is so Japan. But this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is stupid. All of this is stupid. What is the point of this? Oh, you get more skills to beat more rocks, to beat more enemies. Like, Nintendo is king of collectathons, but, like, the collecting stuff used to have purpose. Like, in Mario Galaxy 2, if you got all the stars, you'd get the green stars. You get all the green stars, you get to go to the Grand Galaxy, or the last galaxy. And then you'd have, like, a true testament at the end. And that was it. The edge of the universe. That was your gift. This one, you actually get a true gift ending, which is the final star. Where you, Mario, walk through the first part of the first section of the game, and you come full circle. It's a reward based on the journey, not the destination. It's also cheaper on other consoles. So if I were anyone who was normal, right? If you're watching this and you're thinking about getting this, and you're not a YouTuber like Beat 'em Ups, RGT, Nathaniel Bandy, myself, you're not, you know, even if you're a longtime Nintendo fan, if you're not trying to make a career out of doing this, whip out your Wii, show Nintendo that this is bull. I'm sorry, this is bull. Because I have the 3D All-Stars, and I bought this, I don't know, and I was still pissed that Mario Galaxy 2 wasn't in this. Now I know why, because they wanted you to buy it again. After buying it on the Wii, after buying it on the Wii U, after buying it on the 3D All-Stars, and now after buying it on the Switch 2. Galaxy, my favorite game. Unfortunately, it is a childhood memory of mine, racing against Luigi's, you know, purple coins on the backside of the Mario planet, you know, hating the spring power-up, but also loving it at the same time, getting all of the green stars, listening in, pretending like I had friends, and, you know, like, I would pull out the second Wii remote, and I would grab stars and help myself. It was very cumbersome, but, you know what, I tried, right? I used to wait for, like, the neighborhood kid to come back, too, and it was very funny, because, like, I'm not even gonna hide the fact that, obviously, look, I'm a Nintendo and gaming YouTuber. Of course, I'm slightly on the spectrum, but I would wait every day after school by the window, and then, like, as soon as his mom came home, I would, like, wait, like, 15, 20 minutes, and then I would call, be like, hey, do you want to hang out today? And we could play Mario Galaxy, or we could play Mario Party, or Mario Kart, or whatever. And yeah, I was a jerk of a kid, too. Don't get me wrong, but I also kind of acted out just because I was lonely and I wanted attention. And sadly, they would always kind of just put that, you know, they would have other friends come over, right? They would make plans prior in anticipation of me knowing that I would ask to hang out. I was always the last resort friend. Probably because I'm a loudmouth guy. But now I'm using that loudmouth of mine to tell you that Nintendo's stuff is absolute bull donkey. Like, this batch of games is $40. It's Japanese. Doesn't matter. I think the Wii is, like, regionless. I don't also know what's up with Nintendo and this bike thing, right? What is it with Nintendo games recently? You had Pokemon of the Wild, Mario Kart of the Wild, Zelda of the Wild. Everyone's getting a bike. And I think it's the same line of code because they all feel the same except for Mario Kart. But, like, why? Like, what is the point of this? I don't actually know what the point of this is. I'm not even going to talk about Pokemon ZA because I've stopped being a Pokemon fan after Black and White 2. And by the time I wanted to get, like, I got wide, wasn't a fan of it, traded it into GameStop. And then I got, then I saw Sun and Moon was the last game to actually get the full national dex. And I was like, so wait, I can't even catch them all? That's absolutely bullcrap. That's the dumbest crock of crap I've ever heard in my life. So I said, screw it. I ain't getting it. I don't want it. I have stopped being a Pokemon fan because I can't catch them all. Because I actually would try and catch them all. This is dumb. But this is all of it. I'm telling you right now, if you're not trying to report on this and be some kind of YouTuber, this is why I got the Switch 2, because I wasn't going to get a Switch 2 initially. But then I started the YouTube channel to try and validate my degree. And someone was like, Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be very hot. You should probably, do that. And I was like, fine. So I worked at GameStop part-time to just report on the Switch 2. But the problem is there's nothing on the dang thing. So now I'm doing literally anything else. Basically, this channel now is just what I want. Because at first I was like, I could validate my degree, and I could talk about the Switch 2, and I can, no. Right now, my GameCube, completely broken. I was going to do a video game compilations type video. I recently put out a poll where it's like, do I just emulate the things I have and say go for it? And the answer is yeah. Probably going to do that. Just because my GameCube, it's broken. There's no official way, I'd have to go to a retro game store. I might do that honestly too, just because. But for now, no. I'm gonna flat out say I'm going to emulate the games I legally own. So because companies are doing crap like this, bro. I'm gonna emulate Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on Dolphin 2, just out of spite. I'm gonna rip it from the copies I already have, and I recommend you guys do that too, because you don't own your things anymore. Like really. So, just the game keycard thing alone was enough to piss me off, right? But this is too far. It's too greedy. Like, you mean to tell me that Amiibo for $12 that had similar articulation to this are now worth little over double and little over triple? I don't care. What the thing is, they don't even do anything. They don't do anything. There's nothing that they do. They, give you a 1-up, and that's it. I could see it if they unlocked a whole new book for Rosalina. I could see it. I'm going to be honest. That thing made me cry as a kid. But a 1-up or an extra life? Who? Why? What? They did that in Odyssey as well. Keep talking like this, I lose my mind. Oh god, is this how Etika felt? Dang. Rest in peace. Anyway, this is dumb. This is so stupid. Absolutely stupid. Cannot condone this. I really cannot condone this. Like, if you're a normal fan, don't do this. Seriously. If you're a crazy fan like me or a YouTuber, you're probably going to do this just to show it off and validate your... I can't do this. I'm mad. I'm actually mad. This is so predatory on so many people's childhoods. It actually preys on people's childhoods. Can you imagine having your game be cheaper elsewhere on hardware that you've already produced? Can you imagine being able to just not buy this? And I'm dead serious. Listen, I went to school for 3D animation and game design. I'm telling you right now as well, just to go off track, they made this. They made this way before in advance. They made this way before in advance. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's absolutely insane. If you fall for this, or you don't think that Nintendo didn't have this beforehand, you're out of your mind. They had this beforehand. This was always the plan. And every single Nintendo game right now is having a Switch 2 edition. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom came out And it was clear as day that the Switch couldn't truly handle it that well. So they said, okay, well, the Switch 2 edition is going to be fine. Oh, it's in the same engine as Breath of the Wild. We can suck them for more money and enhance that as well. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Mario Party Jamboree. The stupid Bowser mode, or the TV thing. They did the same thing. They've had this. They're making full games, but only giving you 90% of it. And the other 10%, they're charging you later down the line. That's ridiculous. Absolutely dumb. It's so dumb. I can't even tell you. Mind you, you know what? Say hot bars in the chat, because that was some hot bars. They're making 90% of the game and then giving you the other 10% as DLC to make up for the fact, okay, that their games are not $90. It is now $90 for this quote-unquote complete Donkey Kong experience. It's not an MMORPG. It's not Dragon Ball Xenoverse, where they've actually been adding DLC for years and you have to spend like $300 to get everything, right? It's not like that. They made this prior. They're not building upon something. They're just selling you the thing they already made. They really are. This should have been a free update. Nintendo has given free updates on games before with, like, specific things. But they don't do that anymore. They don't. This is ridiculous. And you know what's even funnier? That stupid tech demo. That should have been our sign. That should have been our sign. Because I bought it to complain about it, and I knew I wasn't going to get that wheelchair game. Because it's stupid. I think it's stupid. First of all, I'm a handicapped guy of sorts, right? Like you all know. But like, this is dumb. Like, I don't need to filter myself to say, listen, anyone who's handicapped should feel insulted that that game even has a price tag. Who cares? No one cares about that. Okay, people cared about ARMS more. People cared about Splatoon more. No one cared about this. No one cares about this. I don't. I'm sorry. I love Donkey Kong. I played the story. I didn't play anything else because I didn't want to complete it because it took so long. But, like, it's fine for people who wanted the Donkey Kong experience. But now, your first name is Ben, last name Over, because, my God, they are taking you for all of your money on this. This should have been in the beginning of, like, this should have been a free update. Should have been a free update. Like, I think it now. To celebrate how many copies of Donkey Kong Bonanza sold, we're giving you guys a special gift. DK Island is now back with a brand new game mode, Emerald Rush. It sells itself. Peak cinema, right there. It's done. It's done. I don't know. It's not even like Mario Galaxy to Galaxy 2 where they had enough ideas. They're like, wow, we could make a whole new game. We don't want to make this DLC. Okay, fine. So then make a new game. But this was always meant to be part of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I will not be convinced. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to believe that. It's just dumb. I'm actually mad because I know how long it actually takes to develop things. Because guess what? I have a stupid, crummy game and it took me over a year to code, friend help code, model, texture, rig, animate, all that other stuff, right? They had this. They had the tools. They had the terrain. And they had this. There's no way they didn't have this. Just like they had this. Just like they had that. I'm sorry. No one asked for this. No one asked for this. I don't think a single person was like, you know what? Fuck, I really want to play the Virtual Boy. No one asked for the Virtual Boy. Who cares about the Virtual Boy? Respectfully. Like, I get it. For historical purposes, I'm happy it's there. I'm happy that, you know what? Okay. All right. You know what? It's fine. We got the Virtual Boy now. You know what? Okay. But they didn't even add any GameCube games. Throughout the entire Direct, they add a single NSO GameCube game. The thing that everyone's been wanting. Melee HD. Mario Sunshine. Okay, we got Chibi Robo. Like, yeah, Pokemon Gale of Darkness. Pokemon Coliseum. I don't know. We got Mario Strikers. Mario Baseball. That was my favorite. That's what I would play with that neighborhood kid who always ignored me whenever we came over and played and shit. This isn't our Nintendo anymore. This is the Nintendo of the modern day. This is the $20 number one meal McDonald's Nintendo. I refuse to believe that this bullcrap, absolute bullcrap. Like, I get the Virtual Boy, because guess what? I'll make a video on this, because now I can actually talk about the Virtual Boy and not spend like $500 on a console, on the hardware, on the software, on the weird cables some YouTubers probably had to do to get the footage from this. I'm okay with that. I'm actually fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. This is just too far. Absolutely too far, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because, man, Mario Galaxy was either $20 as a Nintendo Select on the Wii, $9 on the Virtual Console. Mind you, same controls. They're not even adding anything. They're not even texture. They're adding textures. You know, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro Reignited Trilogy, new models, new textures, redone voices, redone animation, everything. The whole kit and caboodle. I'm happy to hear Charles Martinet's voice. That is the only positive thing I can even remotely say. Because even he is, from what we've talked about, he's upset he isn't doing it anymore. He's happy that he's gracefully retired, sort of. But like this is ridiculous. You really slash that 3, would you? Because, wow. I don't even... I'm paying over $100 for childhood nostalgia. I just want... it actually irks me. But it's like I got nothing else going on in my life. This is bad. This is really bad. If you're a look at this! $8.99! And it was $17.99 on this day in Europe. Nintendo. Buddy, come here. This is stupid. I don't think... The current Nintendo, if they came out and sponsored me, I'm going to be completely honest, I would tell them no. I would genuinely tell them no. Because I speak my mind, and I hate this. I've loved Nintendo for years. I don't know who their successor is for Doug Bowser or the Nintendo president of Japan. But this is terrible. I don't... Who's looking at this and thinking this is a good idea? Who is looking at $100 for a piece of plastic and thinking that's a good idea? Who's looking at $20 for DLC that should have been in the base game and thinking, yeah, my wallet could use a lot less money? Who is looking at any of these amiibos and thinking, you know what, my wallet, it yearns to spend on things that I'm not getting the Kirby amiibo. I'll get the base 4 Kirby amiibos because they're cheap. I gotta get Meta Knight, I think, or DDD. I don't... There's one of them that I don't have anymore. I'm like, alright, I'll eventually get it. But this... What the heck, man? Most people don't even know. Again, most people don't even know that you could use these on other games, sure. But now they're becoming the staple price. And that's not okay. And it's like, okay, do the Warp Stars count as an amiibo? Do the characters not? Like, either way, it's so dumb. Because then that would mean it's $25 for an amiibo that's just some Warp Star that only works for that game. Or a character that, yeah, is an amiibo, but, it looks like it would only work for that game because it plugs into a Warp Star. It's so dumb. I can't even... And what's Psylocke gonna work on? What's Psylocke gonna... When I had Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U or the Switch, and I put in any other amiibo, it would just be like rupees, some random lame grade weapon, a shitty material. This screams predatory. It's a predatory practice because we did this 5 years ago, right? I thought maybe they'd give us a DLC pack for this and re-release it physically, and they would add like 3D Worlds, Galaxy 2, 3D Land. 3D Land. They have 3D World on the Switch. No, we didn't even get the 2D All-Stars. That was a fake leak. I can't even begin to understand why Nintendo is doing this. I can't even... What is this? I don't even... I'm not even going to talk about the Pokemon ZA thing as well, just because I stopped caring for Pokemon. I actually stopped caring for Pokemon. Couldn't care less for it. Tell me what you guys think down below. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm already hyped up, as you can tell. If you guys listen to me today and go to the gym, I recommend you hit legs. Because no one hits legs enough. Or shoulders. Shoulders are a pain. Most people don't even really use their shoulder muscles as much anymore. But let me know what you guys work out down below. I'd love to hear that my sons are working out, and let me know. Are you getting any of these? Because I'll eventually get the Virtual Boy one once they release all the Virtual Boy games. I might get the controller just to play Ocarina of Time on the Switch Online. But that Direct was terrible. I mean, I would recommend just getting these normally. I mean, like, this is my childhood copy. And Charles Martinet, I gotta get him to sign this. I want to get him to sign this. Just because, you know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've loved Nintendo for years, and I'm actually really sad at this whole mess. Like, take me back to the Wii U era. I'll take the Wii U era any day. At least Nintendo was trying then. This just seems like they're really sucking you for every penny you have. Like, no one asked about this. Oh, wait! If I close out... Which one was it? Was it this one? Did I get the pop-up? Let's fill this out before we go. I am 25 to 34. Browse products. What is your primary reason for it? Other. I'm roasting everything you're doing. Looking at these insane prices, what were you thinking? Iwata is rolling in... Is that how you spell it? Rolling... Am I not spelling right? Oh, I'm dumb. Rolling over in his grave. Got a book coming out and I couldn't even spell. Please rate the following. Poor. Clarification. Yeah, really? Like, you got one sentence of what those amiibo do. In other words, it's not even worth like searching and sorting. I don't want to give them that because I don't want to give them a good review. Just excuse me, because this is bullcrap. How easy was it accomplished to what you came here? Terrible. It's just overall satisfaction. Terrible. No, I wouldn't recommend anything to Nintendo right now to anyone. Like even a normal person. Just no. My wallet feels violated. Dude, look at your YouTube comments for Mario Galaxy 1 plus, oh, not 1, 2. If a human, I can't type, human is reading this, if you passed elementary, oh, well, maybe I didn't pass elementary school, you know what the issue is, man. My ideal Nintendo.com experience. Actual joy instead of being violated for my nostalgia. How do you look for innovation or navigate or information to navigate the site today. Drop down menu. Why does anyone care about the damn site? Why do they care so much about the site? Why do you think I'm roasting them instead of the site? Because no one cares about the site. But yeah, sorting. We'll just go with that. Please indicate your experience, any difficulties navigating the site. Other. How about those prices on Amiibo? You didn't put them in the direct, you cowards. Mario isn't even real and more of a man than the PR at Nintendo. Make me the PR rep, and I guarantee your stocks will soar to new galaxies. God, I'm really glazing myself on this, but you know what? It's fine. What filter or opinions should we approve on navigating? Prices show some integrity. You don't have them for your Amiibo right now. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Let alone the functionality for Metroid. NDAs suck, but so does the price. Had to look it up elsewhere. What the cinnamon toast are you doing? I'm gonna get banned from Nintendo. Here's the thing. I don't care. I would rather be banned from Nintendo in terms of their site, right? Or sponsorship than anything else. I'm going to be brutally honest with them. Because, screw it. What are they going to do? They already... Beat 'em Ups was banned for a dumber reason. Right? He emulated... Or, he modded a game that he already owned. I'm going to get banned because I'm not filtered. I'm not paid. I will never... They want to pay me to shut me up. Sit down. No one cares. Like, seriously, sit down and shut up because you wanted my opinion, now you got it. So guess what, Nintendo? Do you encounter any technical issues with Nintendo.com? We'll give them one nice thing. Which of the following aligns with your identity? Female, male, non-binary, prefer not to say. Which is very funny because me's... So I keep seeing this one clip with it's like the me's only have 2 genders, and then it's like this non-binary individual, and then I see this Nintendo, by the way, one of the most conservative gaming companies, or Japan's one of the most conservative nations ever, right? But they've had their strides with Mother 3 had transgender trend whatever. That's why Mother 3 will never be ported. I'm just going to say that. I'm sorry. For anyone who's played Mother 3, you know why it's not being ported. Okay? And then, you had that thing in Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door, where they kind of, skimmed over it. But, come on. Vivian with that, it just... Come on. Come on. They don't flat out say it, so they try to include everyone, but they also try to still make it kid-friendly. I'm a dude. And mind you, I'm a true Nintendo fan. I know this stuff, you know? How many Nintendo Switch consoles are in your household? 2. Which of the following social media platforms do you use? Man, I'm just going to say Reddit because that's what I used for the finding of the prices, but I use pretty much all of these. Do you see yourself or anyone in the house? No! Your console's $550. No one but me and my household would even think to buy it. We'd buy a Steam Deck instead. Or they would buy a Steam Deck instead. At least you could play other things on there. Would you be interested in answering a few more questions about your gaming habits? Chat, we're doing this. How often you... A few times a week. I'm mainly recording stuff. Like, I'm not even playing games. I'm getting clips behind the scenes. I'm giving the opportunity. How much do you like to spend on gaming? Oh, how much time do... I would like to binge for a few hours, but I normally get, like, maybe an hour session each. I mean... I would like to have family and friends... By the way, open invitation to anyone who is a smaller YouTuber, or any YouTuber really. I'd like to play Mario Party with you for a Mario Party review, a la Scott the Woz, because I don't have friends. So, I think the only... Who are some YouTubers that are in New Jersey? I know Austin John plays. And that's pretty much the only one. So, Austin, if you watch this, thank you for being my Zelda go-to guy, except for Majora's Mask. Where was the Majora's Mask walkthrough? Really gotta get someone to clip these. I'm not gonna clip this one, but if you want to clip this, go for it. Oh my god, just Zelda. Which franchise? Zelda, Metroid, Mario, Donkey Kong. Sure, we'll go with that. Collecting, sure, we'll go with that. I'm not taking this seriously. Except the things that are readable. Do you play video games? Why do you play video games? Escape from reality. I have clinical depression. I have a degree I don't use. What do you think I play games for? I cannot wait for this. I can't wait for this. I'm so happy for this. So, my sons, if you guys enjoyed that in the end, let me know what you think. Because, like, man, I am unfiltered. Nintendo will never, ever partner with me. And I think that is the biggest difference. I'm surprised they partnered with Scott because he did emulation in one of those videos. Yes, I've been a fan of his for a while. No, we have the same humor. Just, ugh. I'm like the Deadpool of, like, YouTubers. I mention everyone except myself because I feel like I put myself down more as a YouTuber, but I do it in a comedic way. So, I don't know. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm going to go hit the damn gym because, wow. Oh, my God. It's like 2 o'clock already. Anyway, yeah. So, if you're seeing this and I sent it to you, I hope I can keep the thumbnail. I know I'm not filtered. I know I'm not family friendly always, but, yeah. Katie, like I said, I have, like, Etika vibes as well. Anyway. Alright, bye. Just bye.